name is Robbie Fitchin-Kavanagh. I'm 20 and I run a streetwear event called Emporium.
My name is Kent Heredura. I live in Dublin and I'm into fashion.
My name's Stephen, I'm 24 and I run a shoe customisation business called SM Customs.
Streetwear is, I guess, anything that people wear like on the street, you know? Well, it's distinct from high fashion and like it's a form of fashion itself that's inspired by street culture. So basketball, hip hop, skateboarding and art in general.
Streetwear in Ireland for me is like, it's a special thing. Like it's so special in the sense that like at the point that it is right now, it's so raw and organic.
I first encountered streetwear when I was probably like 16 years old and I lived in Cambridge, just like near London for a summer. And I kind of started seeing people dressing a little bit different than they were dressing here as far as I was seeing. That's when it first kind of came into my mind, like sneakers and streetwear in general. It was really sneakers first. And it was through that and it was through basketball and seeing like what basketball players are wearing. It's prominence, it's prevalence. Like you could wear a lot of stuff in London versus here. And if you wore it there, people would be thinking like you're wearing something cool. Whereas here, people would be looking at you like you're insane.
If you live in Dublin, you know yourself like 2 years ago, even like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, nobody would actually care about what they wear. Not much people would be so outspoken about these high brands like Balenciaga, Gucci, Louis Vuitton. It would be only a handful. And people would actually be scared on actually speaking out about it. And what I love about it now, about streetwear in Ireland, is because it's making people feel more confident about being themselves. I realized that you can actually express yourself through clothes.
Moms bounced on old man, so then we moved to Shallon land. A young youth, you're rocking the go-to. No goose, only way I begin to G.O. was drug loot. And let's start it like this, son. Rolling with this one and that one, pulling out gas for fun. But it was just a dream.
I've always been mad into shoes and I always kind of wanted a pair that no one else had. Like, so I seen a pair that some other customiser had and he was charging stupid money for them. So I looked into getting the paints and it worked out cheaper to get the paints and I started doing it for myself then. I initially started when I was in college studying computing and I had no interest in it at all. And I finished my second year, I went and did a J1 in San Diego and came home and I didn't know what else I wanted to do, so I thought I'd give the shoes a bash full time and it's been going well since then.
Catching keys from cross seas, rolling in LPVs every week. We made 40 G's. Yo, brothers, respect mine. I ain't gonna take now.
My favourite pair that I probably designed would probably be the gold Air Max 97s that I designed for Lifestyle Sports. It's for the first campaign I did for them before Christmas, so I designed 12 pairs of shoes and then they did a giveaway on their Instagram with them shoes. And then since then I've been doing a couple more campaigns with them, so it's been going really well with Lifestyle.
Streetwear in Ireland is still really small, I'd say, in the grand scheme of things, but it's definitely picking up traction in the last few years. It's starting to get bigger. People are starting to use things like Instagram to be able to promote themselves and find people. So it's starting to get a lot bigger than it was before. With Emporium, we're trying to create like this homegrown basis of streetwear in Ireland. We're trying to like make there be a place where you can go and find something that's made by people from here. You know, when it's made by people from here, it's almost like culturally relevant. It almost like makes sense in the context of what's going on in Ireland, more so than just like buying a Supreme t-shirt that has the word Supreme on it, you know. We're trying to make a place where people who are trying to be creative and trying to make their own brands and their own things, give them a chance to like sell that, give them a chance to find other people who like that and meet like-minded people and create a community. So with Emporium, we're really trying to create a community-based kind of image for streetwear in Ireland. I think a lot of people aren't trying to dress well, they're just trying to wear things that they think give them status, which can be problematic. But I think we're starting to come out of that a bit. I think that's kind of where a lot of places start with streetwear. because that's the first thing that really catches people's awareness. It's that stuff on Instagram, it's the stuff on Facebook and the internet in general that's catching a lot of attention, and you are kind of gravitated towards that. But as you kind of get over that, you start seeing more like things you identify with more than just that's cool, people like it, you know? Like you start to want to wear things that mean something to you on a level that isn't just straight up consumerism, but like buying something that actually means something to you.
And that's why it comes back to the way how I see streetwear as art, because it is an art form. It's just like a canvas. Everybody knows Virgil Abloh. He says it. Streetwear is art. The good thing about art is that it depends on how you thought of it, on how you look at it. Anything, like I said, anything could be art. And to be honest, if you know yourself, if you know the streetwear culture here in Dublin, it's happening, bro. Like everybody is getting influenced and getting motivated by each other.
I'm enjoying the customising side of things at the minute, but eventually I would like to have my own brand of shoes, but I kind of want to keep going down this route for a while, so don't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Diamond Piece is just looking into just making more pieces. Like we just want to keep releasing and releasing and releasing stuff. We just don't want to stick into fashion as well. Like Diamond Piece is just more than a brand. We're not doing this for the money, we're just doing this for the love of it. Like I said earlier, like think about it this way. Pursuing what you love, whether you die tomorrow, you would not regret any second of it.
In the future, I want to run a few more pop-up shops, and then we want to do an art gallery as well to coincide with a pop-up shop. In the future, I see it being a bigger event, hopefully with its own venue that isn't a borrowed one off a shop, but something rented, where we can be like the face of what's going on in Ireland streetwear-wise. You know, we can have everybody who's doing stuff is going to be there. That's what we want it to be.